Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to supplement your insurance claim jobs for roofing so your profits can go through the roof. No pun intended, and within reason, of course. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Leo. I've done a few million in sales in my roofing career. Now I run a business that helps roofing companies get more appointments online using Facebook ads, and my incentive here is to just give you as much value as possible in hopes that one day you'll consider using my services. So without further ado, let's dive into how to write supplements like a pro. Okay guys, step one, we have our measurements here. It's a pretty nice sized roof, as you guys can see. You know, it's a pretty handsome roof basically. First thing I like to do is I just like to look at the per square price. So right here, we're gonna use 55 because we're talking about waste. We're not going to, this is like without waste, but of course with like all these corners and stuff like that, we have to cut it. So we are gonna waste a little bit of shingles. So 55, and then ideally we want to get like 550 a square from the insurance, right? So it should be about 30,000 we're getting for the roof from the insurance. Now we bust out our paperwork and we're actually pretty darn close to that. So can't really be mad here. This is a fantastic per square price. You know, State Farm actually did us right on this one, believe it or not. So we're not going to overthink it. We're just going to write a nice, handsome, standard supplement and send it off. And try not to be too greedy, right? Because honestly, this is a really good price here. 022. I'll just do this per square price real quick, divided by 55. So $4.91 a square. If we're doing our build right, this should cost us about $280 to $300 a square to build. So you know, we take like 300 minus $4.91. So we get $191 times 55. That's about $10,000 in profit. So pretty good, right? Let's just look through the line items here real quick to see what they're paying for, what they're not paying for. So we're going to have tear off, you know, 50 squares, steep charge, 15-pound felt, right? We're not putting 15-pound felt back. We're gonna put synthetic, so we'll ask for that. I mean, it's not really required, but we can kind of finesse it maybe in sometimes. Low slope, double coverage there. Shingle right here, right? So they put 51 squares. You know, not bad. He's probably including like, let's see, no include rakes. Oh wow, look at that, man, this is a good ass adjuster. Starter, so we're just gonna ask for 55 squares because we'll just say it's the waste is recommended. Additional charge for steep, additional charge for starter. So yeah, starter's a whole line item. You really can't be mad at this. Like a lot of the times insurance will lowball the crap out of you. You want to be 550 or 600 a square, depending on your market, as far as insurance work goes. But this is actually a really good scope of work here. Cool. And then ice and water. They even threw in ice and water, so that's hilarious. Cool. So we reviewed the scope. We kind of know what's included. So now we're going to rebuild this with our own basically letterhead and everything like that. But first we need to look at the building code and see what this actually applies for. So this is in Georgetown, Kentucky. So here we can see Georgetown, Kentucky. And if you just Google Georgetown, Kentucky building code, you should be able to find it pretty okay. And then we're just going to look through the building code here. We want to find IBC or IRC building code. That's like the keywords here. So let's kind of skim through here. After a quick little help with our assistant ChatGPT, looks like Georgetown adopts Kentucky building code, so KBC, and the Kentucky residential code. And then this right here is important right here. We're going to want to save this document, which is basically the code of ordinance for the city of Georgetown, Kentucky. We're going to want to include that in our email because it's basically just proof. And then let's see if we can find Kentucky building. Could we just do like something like building code? Article 2. So yep, this is literally like what the city provides to us. So we're going to screenshot it here. And we're going to include that with our supplement. And then obviously we're going to open up the actual Kentucky building code. And we're just gonna go, so we found the actual like Kentucky building code here. So Kentucky law, right here, Kentucky building code. So we went into titles. Like it takes a little bit of clicking around, a little bit of critical thinking, right? And then we like kind of skim through here, Kentucky building code, right? We're gonna click in there. And we see all of the building code here, right? So this is our reference point. And we want to kind of save this, not gonna lie. That pretty, boom, save that right there. And then this right here, which was this document again? Oh, this is just nothing. So you want to assemble like something like this for you guys. Building. So it's using 2015. So we're going to screenshot it right there. So we're using 2015 IRC. See, and is there any mention of the IBC? Nope, just IRC, cool. So now we have our references. Boom. Okay, we have the IRC. Now we should be good to go to bust out our handy dandy supplement template. So let's do that. Alrighty guys, I had some technical difficulties. Let me show you how hilarious this is right here real quick. Okay, so I have my Xactimate, right, pulled up on my Windows computer, but the Windows computer wasn't screen recording, so I had to Zoom myself on my Apple computer to actually record this. This is the most hilarious setup ever. But the show will go on. Let's make this work. Okay. Now we're going to jump into Xactimate, right? And a tool that's going to be helpful for us is going to be basically our template. We pulled up our reference guide, so it has all the code, items, and everything we need there. If you want this reference guide, click the link in the description to download it. And then have a little template as far as supplementing goes, so we can go step by step. So, what I typically like to do is go line by line on what the insurance paid for first and make it as accurate as possible to what the insurance wrote. So let's start with that. So we're gonna bust out handy dandy Xactimate. We're gonna do a new project. This one, go ahead and create that. Priceless. Let me see here. We're gonna look up zip code 4324. Most recent one, of course. All right, cool. So you guys really should have two screens open when you do this. So I'm actually going to pull this exact thing up on my other computer here, so I can go ahead and compare and contrast all that good stuff. All right. So we just filled that out basically, and then we will be using the price points. Taxes should be good. Let me see. For the overhead and profit, we're just gonna throw in 10 and 10 here. I have a lot of editing there, but basically this will be found in the template right there. Basically just says, hey, we're legit, we're following OSHA, this is why we charge overhead and profit. You know, don't sue me, bro. Okay, so that's how you set up the parameters. So that should all be good there. And then we're gonna go to estimate items. And on estimate items, this is where we're actually going to break down basically line by line what they had on theirs. Okay, so we're literally just going line by line right here, and we're adding exactly what they have on it and matching it as close as possible. So let's get into this. Hey guys, so now we have it all literally exactly how they have it on their how State Farm did it. So exactly what they put, right? Exactly line by line. Oh, looks like I missed one little line right there. Double coverage, low slope. Let's do that too. But of course, we are installing synthetic here. So synthetic, double coverage, yep, right there. So that's exactly, like I said, line by line, exactly how they have it, right? That's how we start it. That's how we're gonna start with basically like, because we want them to like read it and like see it as like close to them as possible, right? Then on the next one, I'm going to use the template that I showed you guys that is all souped up here. This one right here, right, that has the works. So now I'm gonna be adding basically items that I'm requesting, explanations of why I'm requesting it, section, you know, whatever, requires underlayment to be installed that way. And yeah, so let's get to it. Starter, felt, ice and water, step flashing. First of all, let's actually open up the pictures here. Look at all the pictures of what's going on the roof. Don't think there's any more components really. So it looks like we'll need ice and water in the valleys. Nothing too complicated, guys. Nothing too complicated by any means. Could have been some better pictures, to be honest with you, but beggars will be choosers, like they say. So it doesn't look like there's any step flashing needed. Let's just pull up the measurements to be safe though. Yeah, it looks like it is gonna need some step flashing right there. So we're just gonna throw in some step flashing. Step flashing. And that basically goes right about there. Control B. Yeah, Control B makes it bold, so that way it's easy to see like what you're adding and what you're changing. So like right here, I'm just gonna put Control B right there, right? And then additional charge for steep roof. It's like they only have like the remove. They don't have, oh, it's right there. It's right after. Okay, so that's how they did it. So they want it right there. No worries, we'll do that. Additional charge for steep roof. Roofing felt, 47 squares. Okay, tear off, yep. And then step flashing, right? We'll have step flashing right there. Came in at 69. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, number lock, 69. Not 6900, that'd be hilarious. So right there, yep, 69 for the step flashing, right? Drip, chimney, so I mean, it's like they included literally everything. The step flashing was one little thing they missed, but besides that, it's like they basically included everything. And I'm looking at the satellite images here. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's not going to be much we can do, honestly. It was a great scope from right off the bat, to be completely honest with you guys. So, we're literally just going to update the basically measurements. So I'm gonna pull this measurement guide up here on the other screen, and then basically just go in here and plug in the measurements. I can switch back and forth to kind of explain to you guys how I'm reading these and how like we're coming to terms here. So for tear off, right, we're not charging them 55 squares of tear off because there's only actually 48 squares, right? The 55 is the waste, right? So it's like the extra bundles of shingles like that have to be cut and then thrown away. This is the 48 squares is the 48 squares, so it's like that's what we're tearing off. Additional charge there for steep roof. We're gonna go in here, and then right there it'll tell us 4,300. Let's do some quick maths. 43, 430 plus 4,355. That's 4,778. So 247.8 squares, and then again for the steep, well actually, because that's going to be like a waste factor, so we're not going to touch that. For synthetic underlayment, again 48 is what we're going to be installing. Let's see what they put here for this part, because I don't want to get too technical on them. 47, 48, yep, and then right there 2.15. And we're going to do the explanations after we get all our measurements in. So laminated shingles, they said 51. We're going to do 55 ways, because I mean there's just so many cuts on here. You're going to like be throwing so many bundles of shingles away like when you're actually installing them. So let's call it 55. Additional charge here. Let's see what they put, right? So it's like with a little bit of waste, 49.6. I mean, that's fine. We don't want to, I don't like to take advantage of the insurance companies. Like, we just want to get our fair shake, right? Starter, let's make sure the starter is accurate. So 286, okay, so 444, yep. 444. People charge for rakes. I'm just like, that's kind of doing the most, not gonna lie. You can ask for it, but again, I just think that the insurance has been so good to us here. Why piss them off? So drip edge 444, right? But they never put, or am I tripping? Is there no rakes? There has to be rakes, right? Rakes 158. Yeah, there needs to be so first of all, it's not even drip edge. It's gutter apron. That would be gutter apron. So we're gonna do this right here. Gutter apron is gutter apron, right? That goes on the eaves. That's where the gutters are basically. And then rakes 158. So that's actually the drip edge right there. Because you don't want drip edge where the gutters go. That's just gonna be a mess. It's gonna be disgusting. Okay, and then ridge, and then we'll just make this, we'll make it bold, Control B, let them see very clearly what's different and why. Okay, hip ridge, 241, and then ridge 105 plus 136. 105 plus 136 equals 241, so that's good. 241, flashing pipe jacks, counted 2, vents 15, that's fine. Continuous ridge 38 feet, strange hybrid there. And then ice and water. So for ice and water, we're going to do valleys plus eaves. Oh fuck, this is what it was. Oh shit, I'm a dumbass. 286. Oh man, I'm so dumb. 286. I can't believe that. You guys saw that in real time, huh? 286, and then the starter's fine. Yeah, they're just so good. Like, this is like both of them. So we got eaves, 286. And yeah, it's no big deal. Okay, so ice and water goes on eaves plus valleys. So we're gonna do 286 plus 126, right? So we got 412. We have 412 linear feet for ice and water. And an ice and water roll is 3 feet wide. And the way Xactimate measures it is in square feet. So you have to do 3 feet times, yeah, see, square feet. 3 feet times your length. So 412 times 3, that's 1,236 square foot. 1,236 square foot, right? And they had 378. Yeah, they had 378. So we're going to Control B right there. Perfect. So a little bit of a difference, I guess. I mean, this is like with overhead and profit, when like overhead and profit really is not owed on just like roof. Like, it's literally just the roof, you know, so it's like, you know, instead of 27, we're asking for 34,000. A bit greedy, but it is what it is. Let's do the per square breakdown here. 34,012 divided by 43 divided by 55 squares. That's 618 a square, right? So maxed out, we're at 618 a square. Now we need to put the explanations and let them know why we are requesting what we're requesting. So we're going to do that with the help of ChatGPT. We got our little explanation. I like to put little asterisks right there to make it stand out. We'll actually just bold it as well and then paste. Make that all bold. And add. Cool. So manufacturer, boom. Put the code right there. And that's going to be starters. Well, they already included starters, so it's like, what can we do? We'll do just that right there. And then additional waste requested, as there are many valleys on roof, many shingles will need to be cut. And then we're just gonna do, they said like 50, right? So 50 times 3 is 150 bundles of shingles. 55 times 3, 165 bundles of shingles will be needed for this job. Add. Just a pretty simple explanation, right? Nothing fancy. Just like why it's different, why we're changing it. Step flashing. Okay, let's jump in here. We'll just put that explanation. That explanation looks fancy. Boom, add. Cool. It's a little bit of a price difference, as you can see here. Like drip edge or gutter apron is a little bit more than drip edge, so it ended up working out, but we're not doing 444 like a dummy. We're gonna do what the eaves actually are plus what the rakes actually are. No explanation really needed. And then I and W calculated eaves plus valleys. So boom. Okay. And that's that, guys. That's the supplement basically. So we've done our Xactimate. All the things are good. So then we're gonna go in here. On photos, we can go ahead. So here we're gonna go to documents, reports. Usually I like putting the actual like code items in the photo section, but you know, it's kind of doing the most right now. So I'm just gonna resequence, preview. Let's see what it looks like. We can clean this up a little bit. Alrighty guys, we have had Manus basically clean up the Xactimate a little bit, so it looks nice and pretty. So yeah, pretty simple Xactimate. Obviously, it just, you know, we have our OMP letter right there where it's like, hey, you know, this is what we do, and then the review. So it looks nice and handsome, right? And then with our Xactimate details as well. So we, you know, we have our new totals, all that good stuff. Kept it basically the same, basically just reformatted it to make it look pretty. Now we can write the email, so we're going to throw this in right here. And I've already written the email ahead of time, just so you guys know. So basically my emails, and there is basically a guide in this, in the supplement guide that you guys will download as well, is, hey, you know, I'm the contractor working on the homeowner on the restoration of his home. Thank you for your professionalism, diligence. Just wanted to bring a few things to your attention. You know, I've requested, you know, I got my Xactimate in the email. What I'm requesting is highlighted in bold with explanation for each item. So it's very easy for him to read, and then of course I have the code references, right? So the exact things I'm requesting. So the references, right? So he's gonna have a very easy, just like, okay, here's where the code says, you know, IBC or whatever, and then Kentucky adopts, you know, the residential code right here. And then also we've included this document in there that just highlights right there, 2015 building code. So pretty simple, you know, we're really just requesting synthetic, you know, step flashing, ice and water, and then a few basically, so synthetic, right? He's probably going to say no to that, honestly. It's just like the step flashing, I'll probably say yes to. And then obviously more waste on line item number 5. And that's basically it. Ice and water, just, yeah, that's it. So it's a pretty simple one. So we'll send this off, see what they say. I'll probably do like a part 2 or something like that in the future and see what they actually say. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, smash the like button, comment what you think. If you want me to give you personalized help on writing Xactimates or doing systems in your business, feel free to book a call with me and my team. We'll go over whatever you need. And of course, if you want to pay for our services, we do at the core appointment generation on Facebook for roofing companies. Everything else is pretty much free, you know, consulting is free and all that stuff. So yeah, look forward to chatting with you guys.